Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my kitchen, dining room. My name is Jen, and this is my channel all about cross stitch and life and everything else. I have a lot to show. I was hoping to do a video last week because I've been doing so much. And I wanted to also record a video of pulling fabric for a couple of projects, and I completely forgot that with Thanksgiving, my kids actually had the entire week off of school. So it was just a little bit chaotic at home. I took some time off of work, so I worked partial days and was around for the kids the other part of the days. And I just have not had a chance to do a video. So I have quite a bit to show. I have a lot of finishes. Oh, like a lot. So I'm really excited. So my last video, I think it was my last video, I shared the shawl that I had crocheted as a gift that did go out, and the recipient did receive it and is very happy with it. So I actually from there have been doing more shawls, and I'm planning on giving these to my grandma and my aunts and my mom for Christmas. So I've kind of been a crocheting machine. So this is the second one. This was one that I was going to keep for myself. This, I had picked it out, thought it would be for myself. It's not. It's going to be for my aunt. So this one is done. I'm not going to open it up all the way, but this one is done. I really like it. And these are nice and heavy. So yeah, I'm hoping they go over well for Christmas gifts, but there's one of them. And then this is the second one. Really like those colors as well. So this will be for my aunt. Actually, this is my aunt that's also my godmother, so that'll be for her. And I'm sure none of my family watches my channel, so this should not be a problem. And then this one is going to be for my mom, I think. So this one is done as well. And there's just so many colors in this one. So that's the third one. So I have, this is my mom and my two aunts on that side of the family, and I'm working on my grandma's. And my grandma's is being done with this yarn. And I'm about halfway, I think. But I really like how that's turning out. It's looking good. Little bit under halfway, I guess, because I just started the third skein, and they take just about 5 full skeins of yarn. So that is all of my crochet projects. I also had quite a few cross stitch finishes. First, I have this Heart and Hand Harvest chart, and it's such a small one. I actually dove into my Sulky stash, the Sulky Petites cotton. They're, I think, a 12 weight thread, and you only have to use 1 strand, and it provides, you know, the same coverage as 2 strands of floss. I had about a little under half of the full collection of Sulky, so I actually got on the Sulky website a couple weeks ago, and I ordered the rest of the collection that I did not have. So I have the complete Sulky collection now, and I forgot how much I enjoyed stitching with the Sulkies. So I pulled Sulky floss for this and stitched it up on just a little piece of 28 count linen from my stash, and I'm really happy with it. So I need to start using that Sulky floss for more projects. It was really great. So that's my first finish. And then my second finish was my Christmas present for my dad. I still haven't framed it, but I have the stitching done. And this is my finish. This piece had a lot of fractional stitches and a lot of back stitching, but man, was it worth it. So this is from A Christmas Story. Last year I did Ralphie in the pink bunny suit. This year I did his brother. And I have a matching frame from the frame that I used last year. So we'll frame this in the same frame. And my dad will have a set for Christmas decorating of Christmas Story cross stitches. And this is from Abby Sue Designs. And she does have an Etsy shop, I believe, but she also has her own website. It's just abbysuedesigns.com. And I threw away my working copy. I don't remember, it might be ABBIE Sue Designs. I think it's IE. But yeah, super excited about that. And then I moved on to another gift stitch. This was from a Just Cross Stitch magazine, and it was not the ornament issue, it was the regular issue that we just got. And I stitched this. This will be for Joyce across the street. The last couple of years she's gotten us an amaryllis bulb for Christmas. So I thought this was perfect. And I have a really nice frame that I picked up from Hobby Lobby to put it in, just a 5x7 frame. The pattern, this had a ton of fractional stitches. Very heavy with fractionals. Yeah, it was pretty insane. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. And the pattern actually called for the whole background to be stitched. And I was like, I found this pretty mystery linen in my stash, and I just stitched it on that. Then, since I had this little piece of mystery linen out, and I needed this to have plenty around it so I can stretch it for that 5x7 frame, I was like, oh, I might as well use the other half for a couple ornaments. So I pulled out this pattern. Actually, this was part of my haul too. This was a Stash Unload purchase. So I pulled this out, and I pulled some hand-dyed floss from my stash. These are both from Victorian Motto Sampler Shop. And I just love these colors, perfect for Christmas. And I already got the first one done. So I'll put the other one on this part, and then this piece of linen is used out of my stash. So now I need to get some framing done, and I want to get those framed maybe this week even, so that I can actually give Joyce her present early, so that she can have it out for Christmas this year. And also because I'm on top of it with some Christmas gifts, and I'm sending them early so they're out of my house. For whips, I do have a couple whips. Obviously my temperature tracker for the year. I am a couple days behind for the flowers for November. I have to do the 25th, the 26th. Today is the 27th. So tonight I'll put those 3 days in. But I do have all of the stems done. Most of the background, there's a couple of confetti ecru stitches for the background in here. But I want to wait until the last couple flowers are in so that I have somewhere to tuck the ends when I finish those couple confetti stitches. And then I actually jumped ahead and started the borders for December. So tonight when I stitch the 3 flowers, I'll probably work on more of the December border so that I'm ahead of the game, just because I know December is going to be crazy. You know, we've got the holidays, and there's going to be parties, and work has a couple parties, and I just want to be ahead of it so that I can actually finish this year. I'm actually going to have this done. Like December 31st, I'm putting that last flower in, and it's done. So I'm excited. And then I actually pulled this whip out it was a Saturday morning. Ethan was awake before. We don't let them turn on screens until 8 o'clock in the morning, because we were finding that on the weekends Ethan was getting up at like 6 o'clock, and so they don't get screens until after 8. Well, he still wakes up sometimes, 7:15, 7:30, and he has to read or whatever. Well, I was up early too, so he actually pulled out his cross stitch. So I pulled out this kit to work on while he was working on his because he needs a lot of help still. So I didn't add much, but I got a little bit more of the white done on the face, and got to spend a little bit of time with Ethan cross-stitching. But then, as soon as the clock hit 8 o'clock, he was downstairs playing video games. So someday he will finish his Pikachu, but I don't expect it will be any day soon. That's okay. I was just pleasantly surprised when he pulled that out because I was awake and stitching, so that was nice. So that is everything for finishes and whips. Now I can actually package these up, have them ready to go. I still have to, you can see all of my decorations back here. My goal this week, kids are back in school, Brian's back in the office. Between today and tomorrow, I want to get all of the Halloween and fall decorations down. And then this weekend, I have a baby shower to go to on Saturday. And then I'm hoping, actually maybe while I'm at the shower, Brian and the kids can get the tree put up. And then I can do the decorating Sunday. And these can be in their gift bags and under the tree and out of my way. Haul. So I did mention the Sulky. I'm not going to show it because I already integrated all of the new stuff with my old stuff and combined them so that they're all in rainbow color order in the 2 cases that I have, and I'm not pulling them out. I also had, okay, well, I have a stack of stuff. So first is an order from Black Needle Society from the vault. I saw an announcement that Lola Crow was part of the one of the Halloween boxes. It looks like there might have been 2 Halloween boxes for Black Needle Society this year. So I wanted to get the Lola Crow pattern because I love Lola Crow's Halloween patterns. The theme was Monster Movie Night. And so I got on the Black Needle Society in the vault, and they did have a copy. And I had to have it. I mean, Stranger Things, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, I love it. Someday it'll get stitched. Someday. Yeah. I like it. So that's one of the things, but then while I was on Black Needle Society's website, they had some other things in the vault. I grabbed a pack of floss because they had floss packs from Night Stalker's Calling for their Halloween boxes. So there was a pack of 5, and this was the one that I got. And it was Creeps and Ghouls, Plastic Pumpkin. You know what? I think I'm wrong. I think it was actually, maybe it was 2 packs of 3. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, Creeps and Ghouls, Plastic Pumpkin, Retro Halloween, Candy Corn, and Spooky. So there's the Night Stalkers. And then there were 2 cuts of fabric from the boxes. I got a 32 count linen in the color Nightmarish. And I don't know who dyed it. Oh, Be Stitch Me. Okay. So they were both Be Stitch Me. So Nightmarish. And actually, I'm going to open this up because I want to see what it looks like. Open. Ooh. This is nice. I like that. So there's one of them. And then the other color, I was able to snag a 32 count Lugana. And these are both 1/8 yards. And this one was called Spooktacular. Ooh, I like that. So that was all from Black Needle Society, their vault. This was a while ago. I don't know a couple weeks ago, so I don't know what's left in the vault, but you could check. I did get my fabric of the month from Leslie under the Sea Fabrics. The color name is Orange Pico, and I got a 32 count linen and a 28 count Lugana, and they actually dyed pretty similar. There wasn't a huge difference in the color between the two fabrics, so very pretty. Very pretty. And I think I need to make some decisions about my clubs and stuff for next year and start trimming some money. So, some spending. So, I don't know. I might hold out on Leslie's until she announces what her theme, like this year was kind of like neutrals tea dye type theme. So maybe I'll see what she does next year. I got these two from Stash Unloading. This is a 14 count neutral snowflakes. I can get 2 ornaments on there, so I grabbed that. Price was right. And then I also got a 16 count, and it's another fabric flare, and this one is called May Blues, and it's a little bit larger. This is 18 by 11. I just thought that was a very different one. I got another, come on, another piece from Stash Unloading, and I have a plan for this. So, I forgot the magazine. This is Carpe Nocturne. It's a 28 count Lugana Sunny Dye Fabrics. And this, I have a plan for. So the Just Cross Stitch Mother Nature series that they did, where there were the 4 seasons, and then they did that special one at Halloween and the special one at Christmas. Halloween's going on here. So I got this fabric in and I was like, yep, it's perfect. So yesterday I went to Michael's and I used the 30% coupon, plus I had a rewards voucher, and I went ahead and got the floss for Halloween and all 4 seasons. I'd already gotten the floss for the Christmas one. I'm going to stitch all 6 of those Mother Nature beautiful, beautiful stitches, and find somewhere in the house, maybe in this spot here, right in the entryway. I purposely put this too close to the edge of the wall so that I could fit another framed stitch here. And this might be the perfect spot because this is my Halloween piece. I've got my Blackwork hummingbird that goes there through the rest of the year. Maybe I'll put Mother Nature series right next to it because they should end up all about the same size. I should end up with about the same size frames, and I could hang the Mother Nature series here and switch them out throughout the year. I like that plan. So I should probably start all 6 of them at once, right? I also picked up this, this is from, I don't know if it's a newer company or if it's one that I just have not heard about, Sunflower Printed Fabric. And I got it from Leslie on Stash Unloading, Facebook only. And it's a 32 count linen, yes, linen. And it's a printed fabric. And it's very soft. And those snowflakes are mostly just down that one side. They're very faint on the other side. Very nice neutral background. So now I need to find a really nice Christmassy piece to put on that. I also got some floss. Night Stalker's Calling. The November, I think this was the November box. No, it was October. Must have been the October box. It would have shipped towards the end of October. Yeah. So I got their, I always get their, if they offer the floss of the month as just the floss pack, that's what I get. and it's like 3 of them for $10, I think. And then I usually buy 2, sometimes 3. Apparently I bought 3 this time. And I got candy corn, which also came in the, nope, sorry, not candy corn. That's a different one. Oh, see, it is the same. So, okay, I think this is mislabeled. So this is candy corn, right? Night Stalkers October Floss. Then we have pumpkin guts from that same floss pack. And the lighting is not really liking this, but it's a nice bright orange, right? Okay, so this looks the same as this, right? From the Black Needle Society box. But on the Black Needle Society box, this one was called candy corn. It is not candy corn. But anyway, you know, I've got a lot of orange. And then the third one for the October box was Witch's Brew. And this would be a good one for Biscornu, you know, with a just a generic what is the word I'm trying to think of? Single color, you know, any design that has a single color. Anyway. And then I had also picked up these 2 Mad Hatter, which I had purchased before, but they're all different dye lots, and this one looks different. And then what's the green? Lollybrock? So there is my Night Stalkers Calling. Plus, I got my Night Stalkers Calling Advent box. I suck. I don't like surprises. Well, I mean, I like surprises, but I was like not going to just sit and wait and not open this box all at once, right? So if you ordered the Night Stalkers Calling Advent box and you do not want spoilers, jump ahead. Jump ahead like 5 minutes so you don't see it. I opened everything. I'm not going to show everything, but there's, you know, this bag came with it, and then I put all the little stuff inside. There were a couple pair of scissors, there's a couple needle minders, there's some floss drops, there's a keychain, there's a couple of needle threaders, yeah, some little stuff. There were 2 patterns. This is a Stitch Rovia pattern and done with Night Stalkers Calling. And this is called Christmas Jumpers. And this might be good for making single ornaments of just ugly sweaters. That's what it makes me think of. And then Witchy Stitcher did one called Ginger Dead Man. Someday I'm going to have 2 Christmas trees in my house, and one tree is going to be all traditional ornaments, and one is all going to be kind of creepy ornaments. And then all of the floss. So I don't want to say I was disappointed, because I wasn't disappointed. Their floss is always amazing. The quality is great. The colors are vibrant. And I like that their dye lots are a little bit different, because if you order the same color again, you kind of get something different. So I wasn't disappointed in the floss at all. I was kind of sad that a lot of them were the same colors as last year's Advent box. So but like I said, all of the dye lots are different. So I would have to go through my stash and pull out all of my, all of the ones by the same name to see how different they are. But, I mean, they're gorgeous. But when I was opening them up, I mean, I was recognizing names, and I went back through, and I was like, yeah, these are like all the same colors as last year. This one I think looks very different than last year. This one was called Fruitcake. And then here's the second bunch. There's a red back here, a couple of greens. So again, gorgeous floss, love the quality. This is the only one I'm positive is different from last year. Candy cane. We didn't get one of these last year. This may be a new one from last year too. Blown glass. Very pretty. Blues, there's some green in there. So, like I said, not disappointed in the actual items. They're beautiful. I love them. Disappointed that it wasn't like a whole new series of colors for Christmas. But I also understand being a small business, like if that's the colors they formulate, I know how hard it could be to come up with new ones. So not going to really fault them there. And it could be my own fault too. I may not have read the description. The description may have said that it was the same colors as last year or something. I don't know. But when I was on Etsy, I was just like, oh yeah, Advent box, add to cart, you know. So that could be my fault. It may have been spelled out and I just didn't look. I also got some floss from a new to me floss dyer. Farmhouse Flossies and Such. Ooh, let me throw that card. Farmhouse Flossies and Such on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. And these are really pretty. Really pretty. Let me pull out, I'm going to pull out the ones that have multiple colors first. Multiple colors. Okay. So here's the first group. Very pretty. And they're 10-yard skeins. So you get a little bit more than a DMC skein. I like how she's got her card here because you could easily use this side hole for, you know, extra, you know, whatever you don't use from a length that you're saving. This one is called Grungy Patina. This is Blue Lagoon, Peacock, Rarity, and Happy Unicorn. And the way she does it is she just has albums, and you just comment on the photo, what you'd like, message her with your PayPal info, she sends an invoice. Here are the ones that I got that are kind of single color, you know, not multiple colors. Ocean Waters, Midnight Hour, oops, Plum Crazy, and Black Cat. And then there's also Algae, Winter Mint, Chili Pepper, and Antique Santa. So I'm excited to try these out and see, you know, how they stitch. It is cotton. I don't think she has silk at all. Maybe that's something she'll be doing eventually, but right now it's all fabric, I think. And she did have some extra things in one album. It was the And Such album, but I don't remember what kinds of things they were. Let me check. Albums. And Such items. Okay, so the And Such items were like, she's got some knit infinity scarves. She's got some like fabric coil bowls, hot pads, like candle mat. Yeah. Here's some smaller bowls. So that's kind of cool. Here's another knit scarf. Super pretty. So yeah, she's got that, and then like I said, she just has the albums, and you just go through and comment on the pictures with, you know, how many of that color you want. I also got my next issue of the World of Cross Stitching, and the freebie for this issue was a kit for, it was actually 3 kits. So there's a card kit, a bookmark kit, and tag kits. So that's kind of cool. And I can't remember, I don't think there was necessarily anything in this issue of the magazine that I was like, ooh, I have to stitch this. I didn't mark it if there was. The little collection for this issue was pretty cool. If you want to just do little cards, little ornaments, something quick and easy. These are cute. Those mice. Oh, they're so cute. Mice are not cute for real. Well, I mean, they're cute, but I don't want them in my house. So there's that. I picked up this issue on Stash Unload, just an old cross-stitch Christmas issue. Must have only been $1 or $2. That's usually when I pick them up, just to see if there's anything. Sometimes some of these old issues have some really nice things that you wouldn't find. This was the one thing that I was like, oh, maybe I would stitch that someday. But who knows? I also got on eBay. I showed Ellery the kit. My nose itches. The kit that I have for Ethan for a stocking, where it's just the stitched part on the top. So we got on eBay and we found a kit for me to make her a stocking as well. Same old Janlin kit, just the top band gets stitched and it's got cats. So now there's really no excuse to not have stockings done for the kids next year, because that is very minimal stitching, and the one for Ethan was already started when I got it on Stash Unloading. So got to get those done. I found this, somebody tagged me in this, and I believe this is one that I did not have yet. I have not confirmed by checking my stash, but I do not think I have this one. It's a tropical heart. Had the flamingo, so I had to get it. I also got this old black swan chart. This is Aurora. If nothing else, I might use it just for stitching the animals. Yeah. I got the last installment of my Cottage Garden Samplings Club for the year. And then I had to place an order. I had to place 2 orders to get all of the floss that I needed. So I had signed up for the Satsuma Street. It was a 4-part winter sale. And I got a large portion of the floss from somebody on Etsy. Really good price, because this was Cosmo floss. Once I knew it was Cosmo, I decided I didn't want to use the conversion. I wanted to use the actual Cosmo floss. So I did find somebody on Etsy, and I can't remember who it was, that had the best price for Cosmo floss. I want to say it was a little over $1 a skein. It's less than $1.50 a skein, I know that. So I got most of it from her, but then I had to order on 123 Stitch to get the rest of it. And then I got the beads for... I don't know what these beads are for. I don't think they're for this. I don't know what I ordered beads for, guys. But I've got them. Shit. I'm really good at doing that. And then since I had to order the Cosmo Floss from 123 Stitch, Nothing Can Travel Alone, I got this and this. Yep. That's gonna drive me nuts. What did I order these beads for? They were not for Joyce's gift. I don't know. Ordered beads. Ordered beads. Guys, I'm losing my mind. like seriously losing my mind. You want to know how I know? I know because I bought a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. I have 3 Hades started. I have very minimal, tiny corners done of those 3. But I was like, hey, I need this. It's Amy Stewart. I love Amy Stewart. I actually bought this artwork in a 1,000-piece puzzle to do this winter. And then I saw that it was done as the cross-stitch chart. And I was like, yes, please. So I bought it. And then I bought the floss. And then I got online and I ordered 25 count the easy count even weave. And when I was doing that, I was like, hey, I better see what size I need. And then I realized that this chart is 700 by 501. I don't know what I was thinking, except that it's amazing. Yeah. I really want to start that immediately. But I have a lot of other things I need to work on first. I've been downloading the freebie from Doreen Jones. I think this freebie sale, is going to be another project that I use my sulky floss for. I think that'll be really nice. So I'm going to check that out. And I'm planning on not stitching the backgrounds of all of these. I'm going to use a pretty fabric and leave the backgrounds open and just stitch everything else. Carrie, Curious Carrie Designs on Etsy had a sale in her shop. So I got her December Biscornu for her series. I got this set of patterns with it was with one of the packs of sulky that I got. Disappointed because it didn't actually include the wooden tags. I was like, oops, but that's okay. I think I'll probably just stitch them on perforated paper. I don't know. I'll have to see what the coverage on perforated paper is like with the sulky floss. We'll see. We have a lot of Shannon Christine. She did have a sale, but the sale was, you had to spend $50 to get $10 off, and the charts that I wanted were all these small ones, and they were less. So I just used my discount code, the 20% discount code that you get every month for being in the subscription group, the subscriber group on Facebook, and I got a 20% discount on that. And then this was her free chart in the subscriber group for the month. Then this one came out just this weekend. This was the Christmas chart in the subscriber group. And I still have to start. Oh, that's what these beads are for. Yay, I figured it out. These beads are for this sale that was in the Shannon Christine subscriber Facebook group. Haha. I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck those beads in there. That was a lot quicker solved than I would have expected. I purchased this on Etsy. This is from, I can't read this backwards. Quaternion Creations. I don't know how to pronounce that. This was a freebie from Pigeon Coop. Black Friday freebie maybe? I don't remember. And then I also did place an order, but I have not printed the charts out yet apparently. So this is just the freebie that I got. And then the Lola Crow Creepy Christmas Village sale, charts 2 and 3. And I found fabric for these. I went through my stash So all of these charts so far have had, you know, snowflakes in the background, and I'm like, I'm not stitching all that. So I went in my stash and I found this. I think this is a 28 count. Yes, this looks like a 28 count. And I have a fat quarter of this. So I'm going to stitch all 6 of the ornaments on this fabric. It's already got the dots. Yeah. How smart, right? How smart. And I have not started this partly because I want to see what all 6 of these ornaments look like. I had a brief consideration that these Creepy Village ornaments, I might be able to piece these together to do like one big piece, like a creepy Christmas village scene, and like put this big tree in the center. And obviously with the shape at the bottom, I'd kind of have to like play around at the bottoms of the patterns and make them a little bit different, I think. But that's my thought. Like, the first pattern was carolers, so I'm not gonna start these until I have them all, because maybe I will just use this fabric and do a whole scene. I don't know. Otherwise, I'll do them as the ornaments, and it'll go on my, one day I'll have the normal tree and the creepy tree, and these could go on the creepy tree. I also picked up this crochet pattern on Etsy. I had seen this one, and it was on sale for Black Friday, so I picked that up. And then I ran to Joann the other day. Specifically, I went to check for certain fabric for my cousin who was making a dress and ran out of the fabric that she needed. And her location of Joann's did not have the fabric anymore. And I already had to go out to her house anyway to drop off some stuff. So I was like, hey, let me check my location. They did have it. They also had, and I did this on Saturday, they also had doorbusters, you know, Black Friday deals. They had some of their like premium, no, not premium, it was specifically, it was Christmas pre-cut bundles. So like fat quarters, the 10-inch squares, the charm packs, they had them 60% off. And Joann has started carrying this higher end brand of fabrics in the pre-cuts. And for 60% off, I went ahead and bought 2 of them. So the regular price is $60. I got them for $24. And these were all batiks. So this package is, there's, you know, 4 different greens, 4 different reds, and then 4 different golds and tan, brown. They're all batiks. And then this, so that one was called Jolly Jingle, and this one is called Winter Wishes. And I'm gonna open this up because I didn't even open it to see like what the colors, the fabrics were. Ugh, tape. So both packs are batiks. And this one has, you know, reindeer right on the front. Again, there's 4 different reds, 4 different greens, 4 different off-white and gold. And it looks like this is, you know, like a red and gold. There was red in one of the green in one of the reds. So I think these 2 packs will go well together. And I'm going to make a Christmas quilt or 2 from these fat quarter packs because there's 12 pieces in each pack. So yeah, but yeah, really, really pretty batiks. And then I got this less expensive pack, 5-piece bundle of fat quarters, and I'm gonna open this one. This one I got strictly, like my thought was for using for finishing. So there was snowmen, And there's trees, and I like that they go both directions, so you don't have to pay attention to the direction when you're putting it on the back of a piece. Then there's this one that's all words. Snowflakes. And polka dots. So these are really good for the backs of ornaments, or pillows. That's another good thing too. So that is everything. That's all of my finishes, my whips, my haul, some of my plans. I mentioned last time that I was going to record another video of pulling fabric. I'm still going to do that. I did end up pulling fabric for a couple of the projects that I was going to do that for, but that's okay. I've got more projects that I'm kitting up, so I'll still record that video soon. Maybe this week, probably not till next week, just because of trying to get shawls finished up and get that stuff out of the way and get the house decorated for Christmas. The other video that I want to record that I had talked about was a video on how to show you how to take, you know, any cross stitch, you know, small cross stitch pattern. I can't even find my small patterns now. So like I was going to record a video showing you how you could take any small pattern like this and turn it into a Biscornu pattern. So I still want to do that video as well, especially because I'd like to be able to share it with the Biscornu swapping group. It's the Great Biscornu Swap on Facebook. But I don't know when I'm going to get that done. Partly because I realized it's going to be hard to show how to do this using a pattern. I think I'm going to have to use a freebie pattern, and it might even have to just be something that, like, I might just have to design something small so that I can actually show the pattern, the grid, on camera. So, yeah, that was not something I had considered before. I need to figure that out. Otherwise, maybe I can message one of the designers that posts freebies in their Facebook group, and I can see if they'd be okay with me showing that freebie on camera for this purpose, and maybe do that. Other than that, kids are doing good, back in school. Brian's back in the office. We got our garage cleaned out. Winter showed up yesterday. There's snow on my grass. Thankfully only sticking to the grass right now. But we got the garage cleaned out, so Brian's been able to park in the garage and doesn't have to scrape his windows. I think he's happy about that. We've been doing pretty good. I think I'm the only one that's really struggling with winter coming. It's not my favorite, mostly because I need the daylight and I don't like the cold. We got kids some winter boots. We got them ordered yesterday, so we got good prices on those with, you know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday specials all weekend. We got a new TV ordered for the basement, which was necessary. We've been watching sales for 6 months and finally just said, yeah, it sucks, it's expensive, but we got to do it. Which means I'll have my TV back for the bedroom so that I can, like, use Flosstube and streaming services for background noise while I'm working. So that'll be nice. I'm struggling a little bit, and the kids have started picking up on this too, and we need to prepare them. But Roxy, she's sleeping in the bedroom. She is 14, and she has been having some weird episodes. Nothing major. Nothing that lasts very long. A couple times it was just like stumbling. One time it was like a seizure type situation, and I didn't see that episode. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on her. We know she's 14. She's an old puppers. We're not going to have her forever. She's a bigger breed too. She's over 60 pounds. So I'm surprised, honestly, that she's made it to 14. You know, a lot of times bigger breeds don't make it that long. So, it's just something we're keeping in the back of our minds, and both kids have had their realization and their, crying, I don't want Roxy to die. I'm like, we still got her. She's still here. She still acts like a puppy a lot of times. She still wants to go across the street and get treats from Joyce. She's not suffering. She's not sick. But we're keeping an eye on it, and we're tracking the episodes. We've taken her to the vet. There's nothing that blood work would show, what we're describing. And she had blood work done in June and was perfectly healthy with all of her organ function. So we're kind of just taking it month by month, and maybe I'll move her yearly appointment up to the spring, just to have her blood work redone and kind of reevaluate, see where things are. But it's sad because she's been the best dog, and so we're watching that. On top of that, we had a close family friend pass away yesterday. I had a classmate of mine pass away last month, so it's been a tough couple months, but overall I think I'm managing okay. I'm trying to get excited for Christmas, but with the stress there, I am glad that I've gotten some of the Christmas gift stuff sorted out early this year. Helps me feel a little bit more prepared, a little bit, helps me get a little bit more excited for it. But yeah, it's been tough. So and it seems like I know a lot of people are going through the same types of situations right now. So if you're one of them, I hope that you're hanging in there and just keep, looking for the positives and the winter months can be hard for anybody with, I have some seasonal depression on top of just regular depression. So, don't wait to get help if you need it. It's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't want anybody to be in the same situation that my classmate was in. I'm seeing it too much lately. So take care of yourselves. Get yourselves the mental help if you need it, the therapist, the prescriptions, whatever you need. Do not see it as a weakness. Do not see it as something to be ashamed of. Use the tools that you can. And I hope that everybody is staying healthy and getting ready for the holidays and the craziness that always comes. And I will check back. Like I said, hopefully I'll get a video of fabric pulling soon, a pattern video soon, and maybe one more regular Flosstube before Christmas. And I will see you all again soon. I also am hoping before my next video, Janet over at Janet Jabber, she does something called a Happy Mail, and it has a Google Doc that you can fill out to receive Happy Mail. And I thought that was a really cool idea, and I think I'm going to set up a Google Doc to also share that link on my videos and switch from running giveaways to just sending out random Happy Mail. Small patterns, like especially something like this that I just want to pass along. I may just take that Google Doc, run through and pull a random name and drop something happy in the mail for you guys. And I really, really like the setup that Janet used for that. I asked her permission and asked her if she would be okay with me doing the same or something similar, because it just seems like it would take a lot of the work, take away from that mental load that running a giveaway can carry. If I can just take a stack of charts that I want to pass on and drop them in the mail to random people, and if they like them, great, they can keep them and stitch them. If it's not something they care for, they can pass it on to another stitcher friend of their own. but it's out of my hands and it's a lot less off the mental load plate. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll be able to get that set up before my next video. So have a great rest of your Monday. Hopefully it's a good week, and I will check back as soon as I can. Bye, guys.